Hey everyone, I told you that I would make a video for you guys telling you my journey and my experience to self-acceptance and my self-confidence. So here it is. I hope that you all enjoy it, and please, I have to get this out there. This is not a video by any means telling you that this is what you have to do, but if I say something that happens to stand out to you, then you are more than welcome to use anything from this video to help you. But this is just something that I struggled with, and I know that a lot of women struggle with this too, so I just wanted to help you guys, maybe give you some pointers and share what I've been through. And like I said, I hope that this helps you to also build your self-confidence. Excuse me. Look, I struggled so much. I'm only 24 years old, and I can honestly say that we'll just say 23 years, because as far as I can remember, I had always struggled so much with accepting myself. And I know that sounds kind of like this corny thing, because you always hear people like, you gotta accept yourself, love. And it's like, okay, but how do you do that? And honestly, it's a process. I would be lying if the beauty self-confidence fairy came and whacked me on the head one day and then all of a sudden I was just better. It took so much time, guys. I mean, come on, 23 years, and I can only say this last year I've actually felt confident. It takes time and it's a process, but it's a process you have to be consistent and persistent with, because I was one of those people that would be like, ooh girl, you look good, oh my god, and then the next minute I'm like, oh my god, I look so fat. My hair's not long, my boobs aren't big enough, my butt's not big enough, my stomach's not flat enough. All these girls are prettier than me, they're all hoes. And I'm just being honest, I couldn't see a pretty girl and not call her a hoe, because I just didn't like myself that much. It wasn't anything on the girls, it was all me. And because I didn't see myself as being pretty, I couldn't accept the fact that other girls seen themselves as pretty. But like, I go to the gym now, and there are some pretty fit chicks in there, and they're young and even older women, and they look freaking awesome. Like, they are goals. And I can honestly say that now and like feel okay complimenting a woman and not feel like I'm backstabbing myself. I hope that makes sense, because that's how it would feel. Like, if I was complimenting another pretty woman, I would just feel like something was eating me inside. And that's how bad it was, guys. That's how bad it was. So one thing that just destroyed any kind of self-confidence that I had, even if I just had this teeny weeny bit of self-confidence, it would get destroyed when I started comparing myself to the Instagram models. We all see the Instagram models, and it's easy to compare yourself. It's easy to just follow the fit chicks and then be like, oh my god, they look so amazing and I look like a schlump. I don't even know what a schlump is. I heard it somewhere and it just stuck, and I feel like it's just the perfect word for looking like crap. But anyways, you can just totally compare yourself and be like, oh my god, I don't look like that. Because one thing that I had to learn to stop doing was saying what I don't look like and what I don't have. Because whether you have big boobs or a big butt, you still got boobs, you still got a butt, you know you're there. Who cares what size they are? Just be happy with what you have. And that is one thing that I had to learn, was like, I can't change my face. I can, but I don't want to. I'm too scared. And I wouldn't do it anyways. But I used to literally wish that I looked like other girls who are prettier than me when I was younger, when I was in elementary school. And plus I was bullied, so it just made me feel worse. So growing up, I had all these harbored insecurities. And when I got into a relationship with my fiance, for the first couple of years, I mean, we've been together for a long time. For the first couple of years, I was always causing problems, because if he even looked in the direction of another girl, I would just flip out and I would just cause like this argument, like, is that what you like? And all these things. And that psycho girlfriend that I never wanted to be, I became, because I didn't deal with insecurities that I needed to deal with, from comparing myself, from just always talking bad about myself. And us ladies, that's one thing we have to stop doing to ourselves. We have to stop tearing each other down and stop tearing ourselves down, because if we tear ourselves down, we can't bring anybody up. Everybody is beautiful. And you are too, and so am I. I've always had this face. Nothing's changed about my face. It's just my perception has changed. I stopped comparing myself, and I started telling myself and acknowledging all the things that I liked, and started telling myself how beautiful I looked and how nice I looked. And I started going to the gym because I was always hating on the girls who were fit, but yet I was continuing ordering pizza. I have to admit, I just had some pizza right now, but that's not all that I eat anymore, so I don't feel so bad. But anyways, I had to just tell myself, you know what? They worked for that body. Whatever they did, whether it was injections or surgery, they had to work for the money to get that stuff. They had to work and put in the time of cutting out foods that they probably really like to look the way that they do. So if they can do it, why am I hating on them? I could do that too. Just put in the work. It's as simple as that. And I always used to care so much about what other people thought. I've always been self-conscious, and I have to apologize. I'm after 5 minutes, but there's just too much that I have to say, so I'll go for 10. There's so many things that we could do to bring ourselves up, but we sometimes choose not to. And I have this philosophy that I go by, and you know, someone's always going to think something of you. No matter what you do, whether you're just always sitting on the couch or you're always reading, you're always educating yourself, someone's always going to have something to say. So you might as well just do what you know is going to benefit you. Honestly, I think that's like I want to say the number one thing that has helped me so much this past year, because I always told myself that, because I used to care so much about what other people thought of me, because I was always criticizing myself in a bad way. And I was like, you know what? They're going to think something of me no matter what. So I might as well just do what I like. Do what is going to make me feel good. You know, it's kind of always, to me, it was always intimidating to go to the gym in the weight area at first, because there's so many guys. And I'm like, whether I do this workout or not, they're going to think something of me. So I might as well just get the benefit of the workout and just do it. So what if they think something of me? What is it going to do? Ruin my life? And I think we forget that. We forget that people's opinions don't have to become our reality unless we allow them to. But one thing that I could also say is that I had such low self-esteem that I always would put my worth in things. So I would always have to have the nicest shoes. If my shoes would get dirty, it was like I was dirtying myself, like my self-image. It was like I was dirty. And I would have to get the newest, the latest, the best shoes, the nicest phone, good clothes, always, like I said, always just concerned about how I looked and presented myself to other people. Now I'm more concerned about how I look to myself. Am I treating myself properly? Who cares about what other people think? Am I in my best health for me? Am I in my best health for when I have kids? I can live a life that we all enjoy and be healthy and be able to do things with them. And so my takeaways from this, my journey, is to compliment yourself, because that's what I did. I had to stop complaining about myself, and I know that might be hard, because that becomes a habit, because you create that habit of constantly telling yourself what you're not worth at even times. We even create the times that we tell ourselves that. For example, let's say you wake up, you go to the bathroom, you use Instagram. Your brain is already aware, like, okay, we're gonna go on Instagram. She's gonna see a pretty girl who's dressed nice or who's really fit that she follows. She's gonna think she's ugly herself. So then you begin to tell yourself, I don't look like that. That's a habit. You even know when you're gonna do it. It's when you get on social media. So if you have to stop, even I had to do that, honestly, I'll admit. I had to unfollow all the people that I felt I was using to abuse me. I hope that makes sense to you. Like, I would follow them, and then I would beat myself up about it, because I'm like, gosh, they're in such great shape and I look like a turd or whatever, you know. So I unfollowed them until I built myself up. You know, that's one thing that I did. I would stop the habit of telling myself that I was not good enough, because that's easy to do too. You have to tell yourself that you're worth it. Who cares about what other people think? Because they're always going to think something of you. So do what's best for you, because they're not the ones that have to live with the consequences that you're going to be living with if you listen to them. And 5, surround yourself with people who are going to build you up. That's one thing that I can also say is important, because I had family and friends who were always complimenting me and supporting me and telling me the truth. And sometimes we ignore it, but the people who love us will always tell us the truth. And that's that you are worth that extra going to the gym in the morning if you really want to make yourself feel good. You are worth the time to tell yourself that you are beautiful. So I hope that this helped you. It wasn't too long because I don't want to bore you guys, but I also wanted to give you guys enough content to know a little bit of my journey. And I really hope that this helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to message me through Instagram. I'll have my Instagram tagged somewhere, either up here or down here in this video and in the description box. So have a great New Year's, everybody, and please don't make resolutions, make life changes. All right, have a happy New Year, and I hope to see you all successful and even the way that you see yourself in 2019.